Did you know that a single everyday habit, something many seniors do without a second thought, could be silently wrecking prostate health? It's not something obscure or rare. In fact, it's probably happening right now in millions of households across the country. According to leading urologists, this hidden behavior is contributing to a dramatic rise in prostate issues among men over 60, including swelling, pain, frequent nighttime urination, and even long-term complications that most never see coming. Hi, and welcome to Senior Health, the place where we uncover real science, expert insights, and life-changing tips to help you live your healthiest years yet. Today, we're diving into a urologist's warning about one common but harmful habit. What is it? Why is it damaging your prostate? And, most importantly, how can you stop it before it's too late? Let's begin. Dr. Edward Weber, a board-certified urologist with over 30 years of clinical experience, made headlines recently when he issued a stark warning during a men's health summit in Boston. It's not genetics, it's not bad luck. For many older men, the real threat to their prostate is their daily routine. He wasn't referring to smoking or even diet, though those matter too. Instead, his concern centered around a subtle behavioral pattern that millions of seniors fall into, especially during retirement. Dr. Weber described this issue as a slow-motion disaster for prostate health. His warning aligns with findings from institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and the American Urological Association, both of which have seen a notable increase in prostate-related complications over the past decade, many tied to environmental and lifestyle factors, not aging alone. So, what exactly is this habit? We're about to reveal
the habit: sitting for extended periods without breaks. It might sound harmless, even unavoidable, but prolonged sitting, especially for seniors, has been directly linked to poor prostate health. Whether it's watching TV for hours, working at a desk, or spending long stretches reading or using a computer, the problem lies not just in the sitting itself, but in the lack of movement and the pressure it places on the pelvic area. When you sit for too long, blood flow to the pelvic region slows significantly. This reduced circulation causes inflammation to build up around the prostate gland, leading to irritation, congestion, and over time, the enlargement known as benign prostatic hyperplasia. Dr. Weber emphasizes that it's not sitting occasionally that's the problem. It's the cumulative effect of hours upon hours, day after day, year after year. What feels like rest may, ironically, be stressing your most vital systems. And the consequences go beyond comfort.
Over time, the damage from chronic sitting begins to show in ways many men ignore until it's too late. As pressure builds in the pelvic region, the prostate becomes inflamed and starts to swell. This swelling can compress the urethra, making it harder to urinate, a condition known to many seniors as urinary hesitancy. You might notice it takes longer to start urinating, or that your flow is weaker than before. Eventually, the symptoms escalate. Men may begin waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night just to urinate. They may feel the urge constantly, even when the bladder isn't full. And in some cases, chronic inflammation can create an environment that fosters prostatitis, a painful condition that causes burning, discomfort, and even fever-like symptoms. Dr. Weber warns that these changes don't happen overnight, but when left unaddressed, the cumulative effect of sedentary living quietly transforms a manageable issue into a daily struggle. And here's where science backs him up.
A growing body of scientific evidence now confirms what urologists like Dr. Weber have observed for years. Sedentary behavior significantly increases the risk of prostate dysfunction. In a 2020 study published in the Journal of Urology, researchers tracked over 30,000 men aged 50 and above. The results were clear. Men who sat for more than 6 hours per day had a 42% higher risk of developing lower urinary tract symptoms, LUTS, which are often tied to enlarged prostates and inflammation. Another study from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that moderate physical activity, like walking just 30 minutes a day, drastically reduced the risk of prostate enlargement. They concluded that regular movement helped regulate hormone levels, reduce pelvic pressure, and promote healthy circulation, all essential for prostate function. Even the World Health Organization now lists sedentary living as a top 4 risk factor for chronic diseases, including urological issues. The verdict is clear. Sitting is not harmless, especially as we age. So how do these findings play out in real life?
Meet James, a 67-year-old retired accountant from Ohio. After years of sitting at a desk and then transitioning into a mostly sedentary retirement, James began experiencing nightly interruptions, waking up 4 to 5 times to urinate. At first, he brushed it off as part of aging, but the problem worsened. Daytime urgency, discomfort, and a lingering pressure in his lower abdomen became part of his routine. When he finally saw a urologist, he was diagnosed with chronic prostatitis and an enlarged prostate, BPH. The doctor's first question: how often are you sitting without standing or moving for more than an hour? James admitted, most of the day. After incorporating standing breaks every 30 minutes, short daily walks, and pelvic floor stretches, his symptoms improved significantly within just 3 months. He's not alone. Many patients report measurable relief from prostate discomfort simply by moving more, no medication required. It's a quiet epidemic, but it's also highly reversible, if caught in time. So, how do you break this harmful habit?
Breaking the sitting habit doesn't require drastic changes, just consistent, mindful movement throughout the day. Urologists recommend starting with the 30,5 rule. For every 30 minutes you spend sitting, stand or walk for at least 5 minutes. This simple shift reduces pressure on the pelvic area and promotes healthy circulation, 2 keys to relieving prostate strain. You can also set reminders or use a timer to cue movement breaks. Choose a standing desk or use high surfaces for certain tasks. Incorporate light stretching, especially pelvic and hip stretches, to loosen muscles around the lower abdomen. Swap 1 TV show per night with a short evening walk. Even 10 to 15 minutes can make a difference. And perhaps most important, avoid long sessions of inactivity. Whether it's watching a movie or reading in bed, make it a habit to stand and move regularly. These small actions, done daily, can dramatically lower your risk of prostate inflammation and help manage existing symptoms. But movement is just one side of the solution. To fully support prostate health, experts recommend combining regular movement with targeted lifestyle changes and supplements proven to protect and nourish the prostate gland. Dr. Weber and many other urologists suggest these urologist-approved habits. Stay hydrated, but avoid drinking large amounts of fluids right before bedtime to reduce nighttime urination. Limit caffeine and alcohol, as they irritate the bladder and can worsen symptoms of BPH and prostatitis. Eat more anti-inflammatory foods like tomatoes, which are rich in lycopene, broccoli, green tea, and pumpkin seeds, all known for their prostate protective properties. As for supplements, research supports the use of saw palmetto, used widely in Europe for managing BPH symptoms, beta-cetosterol, a plant compound shown to improve urinary flow and reduce inflammation, and zinc and vitamin D, essential nutrients for prostate and hormonal health. But always consult a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement, especially if you're on medication. With these combined efforts, movement, nutrition, and smart supplementation, the prostate can be protected well into later life. Let's tie everything together.
So let's recap what we've learned today.
A leading urologist has issued a serious warning about one deceptively common habit: prolonged sitting and its hidden dangers to senior prostate health. Though it may seem harmless, sitting for long stretches reduces blood flow, increases pelvic pressure, and leads to inflammation of the prostate over time. We saw how this habit can result in frustrating, even painful symptoms: frequent urination, urgency, weak flow, and chronic prostatitis. But we also discovered something hopeful. This isn't inevitable. By taking simple, consistent actions like standing every 30 minutes, incorporating light movement into your daily routine, improving your diet, and using science-backed supplements, you can take back control of your prostate health. James' story reminded us that small shifts lead to real results, and the science proves it. Your prostate doesn't have to suffer in silence. With awareness comes action, and with action comes relief. But only if you start today.
Thank you for watching Senior Health, where we bring you expert insights to help you live smarter, stronger, and healthier as you age. If today's video opened your eyes to the hidden dangers of prolonged sitting and gave you practical steps to protect your prostate, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you or someone you know struggled with prostate issues? What lifestyle changes made a difference? Your story could help someone else take the first step toward better health. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got more trusted health tips, doctor-backed advice, and real-life stories coming your way every week. Until next time, take care of yourself, keep moving, and remember, your best years are still ahead.